Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and I'm joined today by Reddeadpanda.
Hi
And we
guys and girls and everyone in between.
exactly anyone who loves Fable, you're all welcome here. If you don't
Yeah.
like Fable, jog on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say piss off.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You either like Fable, get out.
Yeah.
Um, we're here with this second episode for the
Is it our
Tales of
third time talking about it though?
our third extended time talking about it, but our second podcast episode
Yeah.
talking about Fable. This is the Tales of Albion podcast. This is like the longest break between podcast episodes, and I mean, we've done multiple shows on the XP Network channel. We've done Xbox ones, PlayStation ones, shows about all sorts of stuff. But it's literally 361 days since we last recorded an episode of this. So yeah, as you can see, there's lots of Fable news over the last year.
Yeah, so much that we saved it all up just for this episode.
That's it. That's it. That's it. But yeah, we're talking about the new upcoming Fable game, which we're super excited for. It's finally getting a bit more sort of shown. Is probably the best way. They've
Yeah.
recently Xbox recently did their Microsoft, Xbox Game Studios, Activision, Blizzard, and everyone else that's attached to it. I can't remember, Bethesda. And as part of that, we got a brand new Fable trailer. So, yes, we actually finally thought, do you know what? It's been a year. Let's do another show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not another year till episode 3. Let's
I
hope
think
we.
it might be though. I don't think we get any more Fable news until next year.
No, we want all the Fable news. Scrap everything. Like apart from Age of Mythology, we'll keep that. But like, just
Put
scrap
all your teams
Flight
on
Sim.
Fable.
Everyone on the Fable. I can't remember what else coming out.
Release it by
Scrap
the end of the
Towerborn.
year.
Give me Fable. Yeah. Scrap them all. Stop putting out more seasons for Infinite. Let it die. Put them. You've got all those Call of Duty studios in the mines. Take them out of that mine. Put them in the Fable mine. So that's Fable. Constant. Sledgehammer. Fable.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Infinity Ward. Fable. All of
The
them.
team
Get
that's
in
working
there.
on the next Forza Horizon, Fable.
Yeah, put them in. We can then have amazing like kart riding sections in the game. If I don't get a kart riding section from one of the best like racing game companies, I'm going to be so disappointed. Like I want my horse and my cart, and I want to drift and everything.
I
That's what I
mean,
want.
Xbox could definitely do that with the amount of IPs they've got. They could definitely do a kart racing game. Little
I've been
Master
working
Chief with his
on.
knees up
Yeah,
by his face, sitting in this tiny
yeah.
car.
I've actually been working on a video. Like I've been slowly but surely working on literally about that. Like what would an Xbox like
Kart racer look
party
like.
kart racer look like? Oh man, it'd be amazing. God, Xbox, that's what you need to do. Everyone except the people good on Fable, half of them on Fable. Take everyone else, like take all of Rare off of Sea of Thieves, put one on a kart racer because like Rare can make kart racers that are good. Let's do that. Just reskin Diddy Kong Racing and don't tell anyone. We don't have to know.
I would
Take,
love another Diddy Kong racing. Like, so good.
just
But
make that
yeah.
game though, but take Diddy Kong out and put Master Chief in, and no one would know.
No one would notice. And you could have Doom Guy riding
Yeah,
his chain shield.
that's it. Yeah, sorted. It'd be amazing.
Or in that mech suit.
Yeah, you can have Crash. You've got Spyro. You can have them all. That guy from
They can't have Crash and
Psychonauts.
Spyro anymore, right? Because Toys for Bob, they're
Yeah,
still working together,
but
but they've
Toys for
gone
Bob don't
independent.
own the IP.
Oh, does Microsoft still own the IP and
Microsoft
they've
owns the
allowed
IP. Yeah.
okay, well then, yeah.
So
Toys for
Microsoft
Bob,
own the
sorted.
IP for Crash and Spyro and everything. Toys for Bob have just like crawled to freedom out of that Call of Duty mine.
But it'd be
So
so great to see like all the Gears guys in their massive armor suits trying to fit in these tiny cars.
it'd be great. It'd be great. But yeah,
Oh, you
I
get mini
honestly,
warthogs and stuff. Oh,
yeah.
that'd
But
be
like
entertaining as a
Fable needs some racing, like not proper racing, but like some like horse and
You
cart
had
mechanics, because you always walked around on foot, and it always annoyed me. I'm like, why
the
don't
only
I have
time
a
you had a horse
horse?
and cart was in Fable Connect.
Yeah. Do you know
It
what?
was
Do you know what?
awful. That
I
game was
say that now.
awful.
I
I
own
hated
that. I will live stream or record it, me playing it, like for the month. The new Fable, when the new Fable game finally arrives.
You're gonna play Fable Connect?
Well, I'll do multiple Fable games, but I will make sure I include that. I want to play that one with the little puppets again. I haven't played that in
Oh,
ages.
Fable Heroes?
Yeah, I need to
I
play
fucking
that.
love that. There's one achievement I can't get in that because I just can't button press the button enough in the time limit to get
Yeah.
in under this. Oh, such a good
Do
game.
you know what though? Fable's known for having scabby achievements. Fable 1, the anniversary edition, you can't get all the achievements because you need a tablet that doesn't exist anymore and an app that doesn't exist. Thanks, Microsoft. You need to have Windows Glass or something like that. Something
Yep.
stupid. And one of the achievements is linked to that. And I was like,
I think I got that achievement because I got in before.
yeah,
um, no, my one was the dolls in Fable 1. It's just really hard to get all the dolls. I think that's the only achievement I'm missing. And I'm just like, fuck it.
yeah. The
I remember how
doll
difficult it
achievement
was.
is horrendous in the Fable with it in.
And number 2, it's even worse because you literally, and we talk about this every time, but you have to like trust someone to give you
I,
your dolls back.
well, it's like Fable 3 getting all the costumes. Sometimes you physically can't get them in one game. You have to find
No.
someone who happens to have the other game and has played it
Yeah.
enough to get all the. Oh, it's so annoying. But do you know what though? Slight tangent, still Fable related. Halo 2, Fable 2, we got the Halo sword and everything, didn't we? Can we
I
get
think
some
you
like?
did.
Can we
I
get like?
didn't.
Oh well, I bought the collector's edition, so I got it all. Oh.
Well, I
But
didn't get it till after it released.
can we
I got the
get?
Game of the Year edition though.
Well, that's good. That's
Hmm.
good. It's not that bad. We'll let you
It's a
off.
consolation prize. I hear your pity for me in your voice. Actually, it's just your elitism. No, I'm kidding. I
But
got
like,
the
can we get some
Halo
like
sword.
gears, Doom or Fallout, like the Fallout armor in
Doom
Fable?
sword would
That'd
be
look
cool.
amazing. Like Halo, and not just Halo, but we had the Master Chief one. Let's have like Marcus Phoenix outfit or whatever that is. It Power Armor. You
Yeah,
can tell I've watched the Fallout TV show recently
yeah.
because I can't remember any of it. But yes,
Okay.
that's what we want. So I nearly said Lionhead again. R.I.P. Playground, if you're listening, let's have some cool armor. It's cool armor.
And
What do you
like
think?
just let's have some review codes.
Yeah, yeah. Just not
Mm.
super early, just like 3 months early. Like, and I want to be in it. Like, just let me be in the background where I just shout abuse at people. That's all I want in my
I
life.
can do a voiceover. I've got a beautiful mic. You
That's
can
it.
have a foreign accent with my Kiwi accent. Do it.
That'd be amazing. That's what we want.
Mm.
That's all we want in life. We'll die happy then.
Yeah,
We've
I will
got
be
Fable
so
back.
happy. Yep,
Do you know,
I'll be so
I for
happy.
a time, like, and I think we said this last year, and I apologise to anyone who happened to listen to the first episode and remembers it. We're probably going to end up repeating ourselves because we've probably forgotten because we've slept since then. So,
I mean, we've slept like 360 something days since then.
yeah,
It's
I
been a minute.
apologise. Yeah, it's been a minute. I can't remember what I did yesterday. Never mind that long. But I never, honestly, I got to a point where I didn't think we were ever going to get a proper Fable again. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I still
Well,
wish Fable Legends would leak online somewhere, just like a playable build, so I could actually play it. But
did you ever play it?
no, I never got to. I didn't get in the
I
beta.
did. I got in the
So it's your
beta.
fault. You gave him bad feedback and he shut
I
it
fucking
down.
did too,
Yeah.
actually. I really did because there were some things that just did not work. Yeah. I was the person who said, "Trash this game and like just close Lionhead Studios."
It's all your
No,
fault.
I was so upset the day that they announced closing Lionhead.
I know. It's so sad, isn't it? Anyway, should we look at this trailer?
Yeah, let's
We're gonna
Fable the
watch.
shit out of this. Come on.
Right, right. Let me get the right. Yeah, Fable the shit out of it. you don't like Fable, you're in the wrong channel. But if you are enjoying the show randomly, hit that like button, hit subscribe.
Yeah.
Always good. Help us
We're
with the
gonna
Facebook.
we're gonna have to do a
and
live
Facebook,
one
YouTube
day
algorithm.
and actually just go live.
Do you know what? When we've got like a date and more than like a 2-minute clip,
We'll do it.
We'll live. We'll stream that live. We'll get it.
Yeah.
We'll make it a big thing of it. But
Yeah.
right now,
I'll get some chickens and I'll kick them for the show. No,
yeah,
it won't.
that's it.
I'll see if I can find some soft toy chickens and do that instead.
Get a gnome. We'll bring some gnomes out, gargoyles and stuff. And
Yes.
we'll shout abuse at each other. It'll be great.
Do you know what I like most about people? They die.
True.
Oh, fuck me, Fable, I love you. There better be something like that in these games, because I will be so upset that I can't run around and collect people who just collect those guys that just trash talk you.
I just used to love it when you had like. I think I said this last time. The best bit about Fable was where you had like a different wife in each town, and then one of them follows you, and then they find each other, and then they want to kill you.
Yeah, they basically divorce and put your kids in an orphanage. Yeah. You don't even get a say in it. They're like, I'm just dropping the kids off at an orphanage.
Oh, man. Oh, do you know what? I was going to say something, but we'll watch this trailer, then I'll talk about it because it kind of links into this trailer.
Write it down, or else you're going to forget, Ash.
Right, let's go. I'll leave the sound on. I'll leave the sound on for those that haven't watched. So, Microsoft, please don't copyright strike me, you buggers. Yeah, but no, do you know what? Right, every time I'd live react to some sort of showcase, even officially, look at you, Jeff Keighley, official co-stream, and then 5 minutes later, boom, copyright strikes on everything, so you can't actually do anything with it. So yeah,
Jeff Keighley, he's still salty about Xbox Showcase being better than his. I mean, yeah.
I think most of the showcases were better than. Do you know what? I finally just watched the Nintendo Switch one today. I've caught up. Yeah.
What do you think?
So, good, not as good as the Xbox One, but like it had Luigi's Mansion 2, and it's literally out in 6 days, so I'm excited. So I'll be playing that.
Fair enough.
And a few good RPGs, but there was just everything for me on Xbox. Whereas I'd play most of what's on the Nintendo One. I just feel like a lot of them were re-releases, remasters, and reskins, which is fine. But like in terms of excitement level, like no Fable. Perfect Dark was nice. Perfect Dark coming to Switch is nice, but Fable. Do you know what? I'm surprised we're into Fable 1 and 2 on Switch. That would sell like hotcakes, I think.
I think it would too. Yeah.
Is it Steam Deck compatible, Fable?
Probably, as long as you've got access through, I guess, the Microsoft Store, then it should be, right?
Well, it's on Steam, Fable 1. And
well, then I would assume it's on Steam Deck. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah. Fable, right, let's go.
That's what we do.
I hope this is the right one.
Oh, right. You.
Yeah, it is.
So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers. I mean, sure, you get your mega fans.
You are like literally my favourite person.
Your haters.
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
Your chancers. And the occasional giant toad. For some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
We thought you could save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, doesn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
I'm going to fix it, this place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
It's got to be his predecessor, right? Someone he was training before her.
Play it day one with Game Pass.
Game Pass, bitches.
Some Game Pass pictures if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Give it away. Oh, that looks so good. Coming 2025, so some point next year.
Yep.
I can't wait.
The moment that I am like, whatever day they announce the release date, I am applying for that days off. All of them days.
All of them days.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll probably do the same. I don't normally do that. Like, I'll just wait till the weekend, or I'll
But
do
this is a
very
game
late
where
sessions.
I'm like, I
Yeah,
haven't
it's
had a
fine.
Fable game in like 5 ever. So 100% I am going to be taking days off to play this game.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so good. It looks so nice. I was just looking, like the black woman, like she had like the afro-y hair. The hair looked really good.
Really good.
Yeah, like normally, like I don't say the hair's terrible, but like playground games, some of the hair on some of the characters in some of the Forza Horizon games weren't that great. They look like
They were a bit
wrestling game
like-
haircuts where they just don't look right.
Yeah, they do look like you're like, are we not? Is that a wig? No. What were you gonna say? You said you were gonna say something after we watched
Yeah, so I was like looking at the graphics, and you see them walk through the city, and it looks amazing. I was like, I wonder if you can be a landlord in this one, and then I was like, I wonder if you can like put things in the house, and if it'd be really in depth, and if you can go in all the buildings like you used to be able to and stuff. I was like, ooh, that'd be so good. And I was like, ooh, but imagine like more expansive buildings you can go in and explore, and happy days. Like, I wonder if it'll be. I hope it's not super linear. Is all I'm saying.
I'm also curious about the menu system because I love Fable 3's menu system. I thought that was genius. Like, instantly go into this place where you can try on your clothes and like all
Yeah.
your weapons are sitting there, and it kind of just felt prestigious in a way. I don't think they'll do that, but I was just like, it would be lovely, or what the map is going to look like.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming it's not going to be little sections like it used to be. It's like it used to go when it'd be like this area, and you could run for a little bit, and then next area you'd run for a bit.
Load, yeah.
Surely it's going to be either fully open world or
I would
large
assume
sections.
open world, based on the Forza Horizon games.
Yeah.
I would assume that they've got the tech, which is why the world looks so fantastic, like the foliage and everything. Because if you look at the Forza Horizon games, especially 5, you're like, holy shit. And I think because of what they've done around optimization for like streaming in at the speeds that you stream in, that they're already kind of set up for success anyway, especially with the foliage density. This trailer was, I wasn't expecting it. Like, they had the humor in it. Like, it's a fan club where we hate you.
Yeah.
I fucking love that shit. But I really hope they push in Easter eggs. Like the D&D Easter egg in Fable 3 was just hilarious. Yeah. What was your takeaway after watching this?
I like that it's starting to give teasers of what the story's going to be about. Obviously, there's some female is villain, previously trained by Humphrey. He's now retired, but it didn't look like it was like there was the Heroes Guild by the looks, but it wasn't bustling with heroes. So I'm
Look like
intrigued.
before Heroes Guild becomes the Heroes Guild that we
Maybe,
know.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it was something else. He had his guild seal though. If you notice, he's got the guild seal, which
And on the
is
sword, on the hilt of the
yeah.
sword, yeah.
But like I say, it still hasn't. Like there's so many questions unanswered. I'm sure they said you could create your own character, but yet we've only seen that one woman. Is there not a male version? Like, I don't care if I have to play female. I'll play female. It
I
doesn't bother
think you're
me.
gonna probably have the same option, male female choice. I don't know if you'll actually be able to do character customization though, because if they do, they just need to copy and paste Dragon Dogmas to Character Creator and put it in there.
I'm
Because
not expecting a full one though, because like Fable never had that. I
no,
just
they've
want
never.
like they haven't shown off a male version.
No.
Also, co-op. Like maybe they're not showing the male off because they're going to save that for like a co-op trailer later on, possibly. But
Yeah.
also, giant open world takes a lot of it, like resources. Maybe they're just going to make it single player, and I could understand that as well. So
Like you can play multiplayer in Forza Horizon 5 with more cars and you're running around like
true,
lunatics
true,
online.
true.
So I think they've already got the infrastructure built. And it would only be one person and you're not
I'm hoping it's
streaming
co-op.
in. I hope there's co-op because there's been co-op since Fable 2.
Yeah.
And I don't want us to go backwards.
No, I'll not lose sleep over it. Like
Yeah.
I play a lot of single player games. It's not the end of the world. Fable is fun with friends, although hit and miss. I would say Fable 2's co-op is.
Fable 3 was where it was
Fable
at.
3 was better
Because you could bring in your actual hero that you created.
Yeah.
And I hope we get will lines. Like it doesn't look like we have will lines, but I'm like, I feel like that is intricately woven into Fable's DNA. So maybe we will get will lines. Because I know the will lines changed to like tattoos in the last game, but like you could change the color of like obviously they didn't glow until your will was higher level.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious because it sounds like they've really taken a look at just the and I don't know where it is in the story. Maybe you actually play as and the characters, but who goes bad? Who knows? But I think they're really taking the whole good versus evil thing into consideration.
I would have thought that if that had been a bloke, like the villain had been a male, maybe that wasn't the proper story. That was just showing the twin side. You can be good, you can be bad.
Be bad, yeah.
But because they're both women, it makes me think that must be the character that's bad then, basically, because it doesn't make sense otherwise. Do you know what I mean? If it was one and the other, you could be like, right, that's why they've only shown the woman, because the man model will show us the evil version of him.
Well, I was just like looking back at that trailer, looking at what we've seen around it, like the original showing of the Fable, new Fable reboot or whatever. We don't even know what we're fucking calling it at this point because we don't know where it is in the timeline. That's the thing for me is like I would like to know. It's obviously not set around Fable 3 because Fable 3 was the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Fable 2, if not Fable 1 side, because Fable 2 had gunpowder and guns, right? Whereas I don't necessarily think that this is probably going to have guns.
No, it doesn't look. It doesn't look that.
Looks more around Fable 1 era.
Yeah. So either it's a new timeline, alternate universe.
Could be an AU, yeah.
Or it's either around or before Fable 1. I don't know. Do you know what? I still like to see a Fable game that sort of follows up from Fable 3. Like, do you know what? I think Fable 3 would be amazing for like a remake, just because that the king system at the end just needed fleshing out a little bit more. And I feel like if you gave it the modern,
I think they really needed to put a prompt in when you got onto the throne to tell you like this is a go no further point. Like, because I know that my first playthrough of Fable 3, I didn't have a lot of money, and so I kind of ran into the issue where I didn't get a perfect ending. I didn't have 0 deaths. I had some deaths because I didn't have enough money to get the better outcome that I was after when it came to a certain checkpoint during your throne reign. And if they'd just done that a little bit better, then you probably wouldn't have run into things so much, because people would have realized that you can't. All right, I'm not ready to do this. I'm going to go back and explore some more because it's going to move the timeline forward. And it wasn't always clear when it was
Yeah.
moving. Yeah. I would like a Fable 3 redo and then make it actual proper open world. But I do love that they've kept the aesthetic from Fable.
Yes.
From
Yeah.
Fable, especially, I don't know, is it Fable 1 where they had the kind of like the exaggerated rooftops? Because I know Fable 2 did and Fable 3 did. But I can't remember if Fable 1 had them.
I don't know.
I'd have to go back and play Fable 1 again. It's been a while. I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it on
Fable
again in the
1
background with
towns.
no sound, so it's got a bit, so we can have a look. But
So they don't just look at my face and go, "Oh, let's turn this off."
that's just mean.
Let's look at images.
I did have to Google who this guy was, though. Like, obviously, I know who Richard Ayoade is. He's hilarious. While this guy does a good job, I didn't know who he was. Apparently,
There
he's from the
were-
Mighty Boosh and stuff like that.
Yes, yeah. They did have a little bit of elongated, like exaggeratedness, but I feel like they took that to another level in Fable 2. I just had a look. And you've got that just looks great. Like the way the buildings are like imposing and they feel quite narrow, and it actually
Yeah.
feels like they've really taken a look at this and what the original games did. And you actually feel like you're in a proper town or city because people are sort of like piled on top of each other in a little bit.
Yeah.
It just feels very dense, and that's what I
Yeah.
like about it. We have
Because
the
Fable, this towns, there was never a lot of people in them, was there? Let's admit, there was like 10.
50,
Yeah, if that.
maybe that. There were like 10 kids always running around up to mischief.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But this, it just looks stunning.
Oh,
And when you're like
just
walking
love it.
through certain things, and like when she walked up to that first guy and he's like, I literally like, you're like my favorite person. I was like, oh, that's such a line from like the Fable games where they
Yeah.
love you to death. Is that paused or is it just frozen on my end?
No, that's just me pausing it.
Okay.
Just to sort of show the environment and stuff.
Look at those trees and look at the environment and the way like you've just
It's so nice.
it's what you would expect from this time. Like there will be elements of beauty and then you're going to go into darker areas, and I just want to know who our big bad is. But they've teased the big bad at this point. And is it true that the lady who plays Teresa is her voice? She's back in this one. I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
know. I do you know what? I don't know. That'd be cool.
I would love to see that. And these guys, he looks so cool. He's like the wood golem type
Yes.
version. I'm curious to see, like, there's a slingshot type of thing in this game. I'm curious to see. I'm the type of person who like gets like loves looking at what the HUD looks like and what your inventory
Yeah.
system looks like and all of the little things that make my user experience smooth or I have to fight with. Like when I play COD and I fight with their user interface because it's a disaster. It's awful.
Or is the second playable
Sorry.
character Humphrey?
An evil version of him?
No, like is that if you play as second player, do they play as him?
Oh, you play as Humphrey, the
Yeah.
retired Humphrey.
Yeah.
Oh, who knows? It could be your companion piece if you want to play co-op.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Are we getting animals in the game? Are we going to have a dog companion as a side mission?
I want a chicken pet that follows me around. They're missing a trick in that.
Just like sprinting with its little legs after you.
That's it, yeah. Like,
Wait. Just a joke. Like, you just kick the chicken into bad guys and it explodes.
that's it. That'd be amazing.
Okay. All right.
Now, also remember, like, if you look at the trailer, there's bow and arrow and crossbow, which definitely makes me think it's definitely not going to have guns in it.
Yeah, I
Um,
definitely agree with you on that one. Just for anyone who watches this, when do you think this game is set? Yeah.
Yeah, let
Do
us
you
know in
think,
the comments.
yeah, if it's set as a prequel, if it's set after one, is it an alternative universe? Because I definitely don't think it's set around Fable 2. Because that's 500 years after Fable 1, and then 50 years after Fable 2 is Fable 3. That just didn't make sense. I feel like it should have been 100 years after Fable 2. Yeah, I don't think they managed to do enough in 50 years to become an industrial revolution type thing. But yeah, tell us when you think the game is set. And who you think the big bad is.
Yeah, because I ain't got a clue yet.
I ain't got a clue because when... Sorry, go.
No, go. I can agree with you.
I was watching someone else's show and they were talking about the game and they're like, who do you think it is? And because I wasn't looking at the trailer at the time, my brain just remembers her holding a staff, and I was like, what happens if it's Whisper? Because you know the stuff that happened with her.
Yeah.
But then I was like, sorry, people, but her hand was like not the skin color of Whisper, right? If you look at it. And I was like, so maybe it's not Whisper. But it doesn't sound like Teresa either, because people were thinking it could be Teresa. I'm like, Teresa, yes, she's in Fable 1. She's not a playable protagonist or anything in any shape or form. She's always been a guide, and that has been her sole role throughout all of the Fable series, pushing the narrative forward, being your doing the narration itself, and always focusing on doing right. Whether or not be interesting if it is Teresa talking in the ear of this other person and them choosing to go that way. They could do so much. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm curious. I'm so curious. Unless it's Jack of Blades, Prodigy.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe she was like, I don't want to be this type of hero, and she gets under Jack of Blades thing, and then Jack of Blades is gone, and she's like, let's do this shit. I just want some Jack of Blades in my life.
A Jack of Blade cultist. It's going to be like Star Wars and stuff. They're going to just like rehash Star Wars and like Lord of the Rings plots. That's all they'll do.
That's all they're going to do. But I think Jack of Blades, like today's standard, and with the way that you could design him, yes, you keep the mask, but you could really, really play into that evil lookingness, because the first game was cartoonish looking, and I feel like now you could really, just looking at the way they've got the art style for this game, you could just play into so much. I'm curious to see what all the bad guys look like, because you're going to have hobs and hobgoblins and like
Valkyrie.
all of those things in there. You're going to have obviously your pixies. You're going to have hollow men, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like with hollow men, because I would love to see not just hollow men, but like hollow men as they are slowly decaying into hollow men. So like still on their body.
Be much more detailed, won't it? That's the thing.
Yes.
Good. You're technically getting giants as well, like for the first time.
We're going to get a golden goose, and you have to steal Jack and the Beanstalk style thing. Who knows? Yes, I'm curious, because like you'll probably have the same bad guys, but they are playing into the fableness of fables around that. So you will probably get other things littered in.
Well, they said originally last year, they said that it was going to be themed more around like actual fables, like Jack and the Beanstalk and stuff like that. But this trailer sort of deviated from that idea. I felt like it didn't have anything to do with that. So,
well, Balverines, like they're not getting rid of Balverines. Like people love those characters. Like
I'm sure they showed a Balverine in the first trailer. The one with the giant. I'm sure there's a
They
Balverine in
probably
that.
did, yeah, they probably did. But I also maybe it's like an evil queen type character. Who knows? Because you've got the Fable Kingdom in Albion. Maybe
That
it's
could work.
yeah. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
Or
I'd be up for that.
evil stepsister.
Yeah.
Stepsister. Cinderella.
Oh, I
He's
can't
just
wait.
so cool. I love him from IT Crowd. Just fucking love him.
I like him in like I don't you'll have not watched it, but over here they do this like quiz show like at the end of the year. It's called like the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, and they have teams. Him and Noel Fielding on a team are the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. So
Yeah,
good.
just a Balverine, I think, just then across the
Yeah,
screen.
it was
Guy
very
out.
very quick. Like I'm sure it would just show in the background.
Well,
of
the way
somebody
that they
else.
moved and it charged and like tackled that is in line so much with a Balverine. But like you look at the worlds we're gonna get, that giant pumpkin
Yeah.
and the chicken kicker.
Hey, that's the
like,
same area from the new trailer.
Yeah.
Do you notice? But there was no people
There's
there.
another
There you go.
Balverine.
That's looks like a Balverine.
Yeah.
Yes,
But they've
I'm
got the
ready.
white one. The white Balverine is just
Did you ever read the Balverine novel? That's quite good. I enjoyed that.
no, I didn't.
I
I
what's
should
it? Uh,
handed my Fable chip now.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah. I'm not a
I've
Fable
got-
fan unless I've read that.
I've got a couple of the novels. I think I've got 3 of the novels out of the 4 at the moment. I cannot get the 4th one. For some reason, it's super expensive over here.
Rewatching this trailer, just I'm so excited to be a tiny person in this giant's house.
Kitchen, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh, lets me laugh. Oh, it's gonna be funny. This one was much more funny as a trailer.
Yes.
But have you noticed? I mean, the character model looks a lot better now. Like,
Yes, they've improved the
I don't know if
game.
it's not the lighting and the animations on the eyes and the mouth and stuff. They just look.
And you can tell it's had another year in the oven, just
Yeah.
like
Not that it
further
looks bad here,
optimizing.
but
It didn't
just
look
looks,
bad, but it does look better.
Yeah,
Especially even
definitely.
the character design, like Humphrey looked better than what's his name from the IT Crowd? I can never remember his name. Moss. Thank you. Sorry. Him. I think he will look even better now.
Yeah.
Than
100%.
when they first showed it. But you can understand why like Matt Booty was so excited he wanted to show it the year before he showed this. I'm just so excited to see this. Like, give me this bloody game already. Like, hurry the front door up.
Yeah, like there's definitely magic. There's pubs, everything you've come to
There's
know.
drinking, because you know you just
Yes.
drink to just make yourself sick.
Yeah, it's like Sea of Thieves. That's all we do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I want to
100%.
like have a giant pumpkin now. Kicking chickens.
You're
is
obviously
clearly
going to
in it.
be able to own your own house and design your stuff because, like, that would
I
just
hope
be.
so.
I
you know
want to
what?
know how
Couldn't
big
they
this
make-
map is. Fuck.
They could make some really scary areas in Fable because there's like some really creepy
Like, if you go,
characters and enemies and environments in the earlier games. They just don't because of
they're too,
like they're too clunky and chunky because of
and
the
the scope
time.
of them isn't like you
Yeah.
could really exaggerate with this game, especially if you
Yeah.
look like some of the original Brothers Grimm fables.
Yes.
You could really, really go to town.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Stop showing me something I can't play. I'm just going
one
to go
more
away
year.
to the bathroom for 5 minutes. I'll be right back. No, I'm kidding. That's how excited I am for Fable.
Oh,
Sorry, Ash.
all right.
Oh.
Oh god.
Hey, if they do have co-op and if we both take time off,
We'll smash
you
through
and I
it.
are
We'll
playing
smash
this
through
game
it.
together,
We'll
and
do
we'll
it.
spend the whole time just
Wreck it.
going, ah.
And with Cloud, we can play it in the bathroom. It's fine, so we don't even have to worry
Exactly.
about that.
Yep.
Sorted.
You know they're bringing smart glass back just for you, Ash. No, I'm kidding.
I'd buy it now though. I've got an disposable income. I'd just buy it just to get a stupid achievement. Happy days.
Can I buy this fucking achievement?
That's it. It just annoys me. Like I don't even go for achievements anymore. When you've got one missing, just like
Yeah,
and
I
it's
think I
not
have
because of
one
your
missing on
skill
Fable 1.
level. It's mother.
That is
flubbers.
what I am really excited about, though. I am excited because, like, there are games that I do go after achievements on, but I'm not like I used to be, where I'd go after like every fucking achievement. Except in the Fable games, and we talk about this. We talked about it last year. We've talked about it previously. We talked about Fable on a previous episode type thing. But I went out of my way to look at the achievements, giggle at them, and then make sure that I went and got them. Like dye every piece of clothing a different color, so you become like some or what was it? Dye everything black and like put black makeup on, and all of a sudden you get the goth achievement and like the Henry VIII achievement is still one of my favorite achievements. Get married so many times and kill 2 of your spouses. Like you need to make sure that those achievements are hilarious.
Yeah.
Was there one for like eating a chicken, like a little baby chick?
Probably. It wouldn't
In the
surprise me.
original game, I think, because you know how you had to do like an evil deed in front of a demon door. Demon doors.
Yeah, they haven't shown like the doors off or anything like that, have they? So,
But
do you know what?
Could also be quite interesting as in portals into another world rather than just a standard. Here's a little room.
If this is the big game next year, I want a 40-minute or half an hour deep dive like they had with Starfield and stuff like that and Call of Duty. Like this is the game that needs it. So
yes, I agree. I don't necessarily know if it's 40 minutes unless they did like a quest showing through and then put a whole heap of other things in.
I want the end thing, the extended like
showcase.
Showing.
I want them to sit down and go like, here's all the stuff we've got for the new game, and here's all the stuff for all the old Fable fans, and why you want to play this game day one on Game Pass, bitches. Game Pass for the win. But that's what I would like, and I want to know about demon doors, and I want to know about whether or not we're going to have evil gnomes. Probably not gnomes, but gargoyles or something else that's going to replace them, because I went and played that game, and like through those moments where it encouraged exploration, like you would hear something, calling you out, trash talking you, and you'd be looking for it, and you went off to another area to go find it. But they made it fun, and it wasn't just here's something a collectible to go destroy. It was, I want to listen to this thing insult me.
Yeah.
And I want to see how good these jokes are. And they would always catch you off guard with some things. I was like, I was not expecting that. But you had so much fun.
Yeah.
And that's what these games were about. They were about having fun in this world. And they did that so well in Fable. And that's what I want. I want to know what the silver keys look like. And I really just want to look at like the cool weapons we're going to be able to unlock.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think I want the weapon theme way it was in Fable 3, where you could, like, based on how many you killed and you upgraded your... And it,
No.
I was like, maybe
like
give me the option to... Yeah, maybe give me the option to choose how I want to upgrade my weapon and put what I want on it, rather than... But I used to use the Balverine sword. I love the Balverine sword because it had that big Balverine face on it. But that's like, I want to be able to have some fun and really tinker with some of the things that I feel like Fable did a great job of introducing you to this, and it was quite surface level. And I really want them to go a bit deeper into the RPG mechanics and into the why can't I think of it? Can't think of the word. Crafting, that's the word. I was like, what's the word? Crafting and then so on and so forth, including like what you wear, maybe like the stats on that, because I remember in like Fable 1 you definitely went for the plated armor. Obviously it was heavy, but you could tank damage like a motherfucker. But in Fable 2, they kind of stepped away from that. And in Fable 3, they stepped away from that. And I'm like, well, I do want a little bit of that Fable 1 element around like choosing what you wear, maybe thinking about the weight and how it impacts your movement. I don't necessarily think that they're going to go down that route, but we don't know yet because we don't know what we don't know.
And they haven't shown her wearing any armor at all in any of the trailers. So this is what I mean. It's. I don't think it's. I think it's going to totally change. But like so far, it's been very narrative driven. I feel over what's actually going to be there. So this is something they need to clarify at some point. And I can't wait.
Including how the upgrades work. Like, obviously, you bulked up in Fable 1 and Fable 2, you turned into like a weird, I don't know, the way they did the upgrade system. And Fable 3 was quite cool because obviously you were smaller in stature and you got taller. Was it ranged attacks you got taller? And you got a bit more muscle definition
I need to dig them
strength.
out. I haven't played in quite a while, which makes me sad.
But you had the 3 stats. You had like skill, strength, and then your will. And obviously your will brought out your will lines with your tattoos. And they would get glow more the more you used your will. Strength, I'm pretty sure. Strength, you got taller in stature and you got a bit more, like, not much, but like I think a little bit more muscle definitional, whatever. And then ranged skill was just better at using your guns. And I think even a bit more flashier with some of the things that you would do. But yeah, I'm really curious. I just want this game.
Yeah, and I hope they like support it and give it DLC and stuff as well. So, because I love games like this. Can't wait. I'm really excited. Really excited.
Is there any Fable sort of story that you want to be specifically in this? Obviously, we know we've got giants, so in theory, it's sort of like that Jack and the Beanstalk type of that. Who knows if they actually go down the Beanstalk route? But obviously, you've got giants, so it takes a little bit of an element from that story. Is there anything in particular?
I'm trying. Let me have a think. Let me have a quick think. I'm trying to think which ones they are. That
obviously you got your classics. You got your Cinderella. Your like type story. You've got the Little Red Riding Hood type one.
Do you know what? Little Red Riding Hood could work with Balverines. Just
yes,
saying.
It could.
That would be a funny little link into Balverines. I don't know.
When do you think we're going to first see more about this next year? Obviously, it's next year. We're not going to see it for the rest of this year. Do you think it's going to be E3 or Xbox's showcase in June?
I'm hoping, and I don't think it'll happen. I hope it's the developer direct. I hope
the beginning of the year
they show it and say, because I can't see it being a late year thing. It doesn't feel like a late in the year release for me. I bet it will be because they'll drag it out till it's ready. But
I think you might be right with the developer direct. I think a little bit more because obviously Avowed's come out at that point. Indiana Jones has come out at that point. And did Avowed show at the beginning of the year for developer direct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe we're going to get Fable.
Sure
so I think you're right on the developer direct. And then I think we're going to get another thing for June. And then we may get one more thing before the game releases.
Yeah.
I think
Gamescom
I would like it to
not.
Like I would like it to not be an end of the year thing, but I think they're going to try and push it to the end of the year. It might not. Who knows? Because
I think it'll all depend on what actually launches this year. That's supposed to launch. Like if Indiana Jones or Avowed or anything gets pushed to next year, I feel like Fable could be pushed again because. Like you don't need that much. Well, you should just pump them out.
I mean, they do one exclusive game a quarter, I think, minimum, and then they're going to have their third party. Then they've got their Game Pass deals on top of that, and everything is going into Game Pass anyway. Like I'm so excited for Shattered Space. I actually need to get back into. This is the thing. There are too many fucking games, and I'm like, my backlog has a backlog that has a backlog.
Yeah.
which also has a backlog.
That's the problem,
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah. Like, I've been smashing Diablo 4 recently. I love that game. Like, the new season is really, really good. And I've got my Necro up to level 100, and now I'm doing a Barbarian and trying to push them to level 100. But then I'm like, oh, I need to go play some other games. And I'm obsessed currently with Hypercharged. Have you played Hypercharged, Ash?
But yes, the little the action figure game.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, I reviewed that. It was really good.
Honestly, there's one more story mission I have to complete, and then I've completed the story all the way through. But
It's a lot of
I
fun.
love that game.
Apart from I didn't like where the jump was on the bumper.
Oh, I switched my controls. Immediately
Yeah.
switched. And
It's just
moved
weird
it
for no
to
reason.
the standard. But even then, your reload button is in the wrong place.
Yeah, it's all a bit.
And then you just toggle sprint, so you don't have to hold down your thing for that. I adjusted my field of view. I did a whole heap of other things. But that game's fun. If you haven't played it, play it. Sorry, this story's about Fable, and all I do is talk about
No.
games.
That's it. We talk about everything, but it's Fable focused. But yeah, no, that's the problem. There's so much. Like
I want to play Stalker 2, which I probably will be afraid of, but I really want to try it because that game looks good.
It looks good. It's just not my cup of tea. But like,
you're not a fan of the Metro games?
No, they're a bit clunky for me. It's not my. But I don't have any care for Elden Ring, which I say on the day the DLC is coming out and everyone's raving of it. I just have no interest in Elden Ring.
I liked Elden Ring. I just never went back to finish it. I think I've got like 25 hours in the game. Because something else came out, and then something else came out, and then something else came out. I've never gone back to play more Elden Ring, and I would be absolutely useless at the game now if I tried to play Elden Ring. I'd be like, oh, I need to start again. And I don't really want to start again because then I'm like, oh, everything that I found hard initially is easy. Yeah.
That's the downside.
Okay. All right. What do we have anything else to show for the Fable piece at all? Only that little teaser, and the original.
The little teaser. There's literally been nothing else, which is annoying. Give us more.
Give us more Fable. Give me a Xbox Wire article.
Yeah, talking about it with a couple of pictures and stuff. That's what.
Honestly, if you really, set up a GoFundMe page for Ash to go to the Playground Games studio.
That's it. Let's go. I'll go for the day.
Why is this person glued to the windows?
Exactly. Just excited.
Let me.
Not glue.
Article coming out from thing going this person's been carted away. Police were called.
For some reason, he's got.
That's what's funny is that Toad is tiny, and then the most recent trailer we've got this fucking human-sized, gigantic Toad, which is kind of funny. They're like, why don't we just make it massive? And that made me think of when they made that giant chicken massive, and it was black, and it breathed out fire. Okay.
I can't wait. I'm gonna try and read through some of the other novels soon that I've got. I want to catch up on my Fable, and then I need to sit and play through all the originals again. I need to.
I played through one recently enough. I need to play through 2 again. I think I've played through 2, and I've played through 3 recently as well. But yeah, 2 I haven't played through for a while.
You need to get your Kinect out, blow it off, get on that Kinect game.
Oh, on the Kinect game? No. I have it. I'm not playing Fable Kinect. I played enough of it when it came out, and by enough, I mean I played it and its syncing was just not up to par. I don't even know where my actual 360 Kinect is. I moved house, and we had a new flatmate, and I feel like my flatmate nicked my Kinect for my 360.
What a bastard.
I know.
What a bastard. You can't nick
because I used to love playing Fruit Ninja. I playing Fruit Ninja. I was obsessed. It was a great workout. Like, you could use your arms and your legs to get the fruit. Everyone just looks at you like, why are you doing all these weird, like... Lucky I was in the safety of my house playing that game.
I
Whatever
used to love
happened to-
Connect. It's still going. Do you know what? I downloaded it recently on my phone because it's on Apple Arcade. So it gives you all of the stuff unlocked, basically. You can play.
Oh.
I make it look fancy. That's about it, really. So
Do you reckon... Sorry, go.
no, there was an arcade machine at the beach, it's basically just a touch screen thing, and you play Fruit Ninja on a big screen, but you have to pay for it, which is scandalous.
Do you reckon, because I know like most games have like mini games in them, we're going to get some variation of the Fable pub games?
Hope so. I hope, like, I hope it's like Grand Theft Auto 5 where there's everything in it. Like, I want them to be like, you can gamble, you can do card games. I want to take a lady of the night out on me horse and cart, and then kill her afterwards to get me money back, like in Grand Theft Auto. Because why not? Why not? Let's do it. We're going that
So you
far.
want to go down the route of evil.
Do you know what? I always try to be good because I feel like that's me, really. But every now and again, a little bit of evil will slip out.
See,
So,
we talk about this every time, but I struggle to be evil. The only time I was ever evil in Fable was when I was in Fable 3, and you know when you jump into other people's games and you just turn off the safety feature,
yeah,
and you just run around in their world and start killing villagers.
Yeah. That was
because
me
there was an achievement for that, like, right?
I
Something
don't
around
know, but I killed a
some
lot of my
sort
friends'
of
villagers.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing was, I was like, someone wanted to get an achievement, and I was like, okay, I'll switch to my alternative saved character, and you can jump in here and kill whoever you want. But you do not kill them in my main game, because my main game, I am playing pure good.
That's it. I used to do a lot of evil in Fable 1, but I replayed that like straight away over and over. So I wanted to see both endings and stuff. Maybe I even
the horn
save jumped.
flies around you.
Yeah, that was great. You had you had like the devil horns, and it just looked amazing. And then I was like, nah, my mask made to
You know
take
what
it.
would be cool? I really want to see how they're going to do good and evil around this, obviously, because it was about stories. Are you going to be a good hero? Are you going to be a bad hero? But like maybe being evil, you look pale and gaunt, and like who knows? Like I really want to see what they do. Playground games, we have a lot of faith in you.
Yes.
And we have high hopes for everything we want to put in the game. And I know that not everything's going to end up in there, but it would be nice to get half of what we're asking for. As Fable fans through and through.
That's it.
Feed us well.
That's it. Can't wait. It makes every time we talk about this, like once a year, I need to start playing it again. Like I went and started playing Fable 1 last year straight away. So maybe
I was playing Fable 3, I think, right after we did the last show.
That's it. So, happy days.
Happy days. Is there anything else? Because I know we usually take too long, and I don't want us to take too long in this because we only got like a 2-minute trailer.
Yeah, we've managed to hit nearly an hour, and we've had a 2-minute trailer. We're doing good.
We're doing great. We've almost hit an hour. I think we can like wrap it up in a moment, but like
I think the fact is, like, we'll not talk for ages, and then we're like, let's do a show, and then we'll use the show to talk about everything.
Like you and I, like we need to actually catch up and play some video games together.
That's it.
It's the time zone issue. Obviously, Ash is in the UK, and I'm on the opposite side of the world in New Zealand. Like,
yeah. So
like
it's
time
like,
it's like 10:30 a.m. my time, and it's what
11:30. Yeah,
PM your
my
time. Like, quite a time difference. Yeah.
I'm drinking to go to sleep, and you're drinking to wake up. That's the difference.
Yeah, I had my Barocca this morning. Like, I've had I had my multivitamins for the morning and all of that. And then I'm gonna go find an edible and get stoned and just spend the whole day stoned.
That sounds like a good day. Happy days.
Happy days. No, I'm gonna do some wallpaper stripping and then I'm gonna have an edible.
No,
After I finish the wallpaper stripping, not while I'm
no. Do that first.
No, because I have to get on a
Take the
ladder and I
edible
do
and
not
then
want
do
to
the
hurt
stripping.
myself.
That's just more funny. No, do it. You get some time off then. Video
but
it
what-
like you're stoned, you're high as and like just like with stripper, like stripping it off. It'd be amazing.
Oh no. I'm a sensible person and safety is a big factor of why I'm still alive today. At the ripe old age of 83. No, I'm kidding.
Doing well, looking well for that
Oh
age.
no, right?
It's all like Fable. Does you good. Game Pass bitches.
We age in reverse.
it.
Oh, okay. When do you think the game is potentially gonna release? You reckon? I know you don't want it to be end of the year, but do you think
I think
it's gonna
it will
be
be end of the year. I think it'll be like November next year, which sucks. I want January though. Like, next January.
Well, do you reckon we're gonna get a COD next year as well?
There's going to be a COD every year, I think.
Yeah. Because if there's a COD next year, then I reckon it'll be November because COD's going to launch in October, like it did, like it is this year. So I reckon you can't put anything around COD, so you're going to push it to November because Avowed had a leaked release date for November as well.
Yeah.
But that makes me wonder when Indiana Jones is coming out this year.
Maybe.
It's
not. It's getting pushed to 2025.
Yeah, probably pushed to like Feb.
Yeah.
Do you reckon? I mean, I wouldn't complain, to be honest, because I'm like, it's Machine Games, and I have faith. The only thing I do wish, which I do like about Avowed, is the option of choice, first person or third. I wish Indie was giving you that option, first person or third. Because Hypercharge gives you it.
You can watch him in third person when he shimmies down a drain pipe. What more do you want? Stop being greedy.
Yeah. Fable photo mode. I'm being greedy. Give me a Fable photo mode. Because this game is
using the engine. It's using the same engine as Horizon.
So you got to have a
photo mode there. Yeah, I want it to be like the lights, and I want it in black and white and stuff.
Do you know what would be quite funny? If they put some like Forza Horizon Easter eggs in the game.
Yes. That'd be amazing.
You were talking about the kart racing, like maybe it's like actual kart type things, like horse and carriage type things, but then they've got the Fable, the Horizon little markers that you have to get through. Who knows? I'm just spitballing here.
Do you know what? I hope they've got a giant black cube and you have to keep whacking it continuously, and eventually it opens up and it'll just be something shit in the middle. So it's like a Peter Molyneux Easter egg. You don't know what it is. It's just like this weird artifact. And I was like, I wonder what's inside. Like, is it the power of the gods and stuff? You have to keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it. Like, it'll take like 10,000 hits, something obscene, and you break it, and inside it's just like a turd. Like, that's what they need to do.
You know what? I think Nintendo did that really well with Breath of the Wild, where you've got the Korok seeds, right? And there's like 900 of them. And if you go and collect them all, and then you get a golden poo at the end. Like, all of that effort just for a golden poo that does nothing. Other than to say, I've got a golden poo and you don't have one. Like, I got all the Korok seeds.
It's weird, isn't it? Sometimes games are just strange, but they're great. I love it. I love finding all the weird little strange things.
I love when games troll you.
Yes.
That's what I really love. Like, you thought we were going to do this? Nah, we're trolling you now. Like,
that's it.
STDs need to be in this game. They were in the last games.
If there's X, there needs to be STDs.
Yeah. You need to be able to buy condoms to prevent
really
that.
Rough. I want to get like proper syphilis and stuff, and like the limbs fall off and stuff.
Leprosy.
Yeah. I want it all. I want all of the disease. I want it to like look terrible. I want to look like a really dirty bugger if I've caught something from people.
That would be quite cool. Like, say they put a thing in, like, you're out questing and you're filthy and you have to like obviously think of like The Witcher around like he goes and has a bath to clean himself
Yeah.
after. That'd be quite cool if there was like a dirt mechanic type thing, like the longer you're out without like the more filthy you look and
Yeah.
more your outfit looks like it's like the more battles you're in, unless you go get your gear repaired or you go clean yourself up afterwards and stay at an inn. I think that would be quite cool if games sort of
Yeah.
did that, and this would be quite cool if that was in there.
Do you know what? I feel like Fable, not for this one, but like Fable would work really well with an ancestry, like your character die who plays the kids. And there's a game I was playing, an RPG, I can't remember what it was called now, but that had something like that. I feel like with the way you can sort of like populate the earth in Fable, like being able to eventually play as like the kids would like grown up would be cool, but I don't know how it would work in the narrative. Like that's not
Yeah,
for me to decide.
who
It's
knows?
above my pay grade.
Fable MMO.
Yeah, Fable MMO while Master Chief's driving past in his little tiny warthog and
It's going to be Fable Games as a Service, right? That's what we're getting. Like,
do you know what? If Fable was, if this came out and it was like Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, how they did their DLC where you get free seasonal content, like with small updates, and then DLC packs that actually progress the story and stuff and expanded the world, I'd be all over that.
you'll be all
Like,
over it, yeah.
I'm fine. I'm
Including,
fine with DLCs expanding
well,
the
they
environment.
could really do a DLC where you bring in a new hero and you hear about them. Because I did enjoy, what was it, Fable 3's DLC with, even Fable 2 with Not Whole Island, but Fable 3 where you go off and you went to Clockwork Island, and then you went off to, what was the one where there was that prison break? And
What's
it had
called? I can't remember what they.
I can't remember what it is, don't worry. But yeah. And we're on off on a tangent again. I think, is there anything else you would like to add before we head out?
No, I think that's everything. I think that is everything I've covered. Traitor's Keep was the other
Traitor's
DLC.
Keep. That's it. If
Just
you're a
too
Fable,
short.
yeah, if you're a Fable fan, and they gave you extra achievements on it, like I loved it. And you're excited, please let us know in the comment section. Follow both of us. I'm on Twitter, Reddeadpanda 1. There's a 1 at the end, but I'm also on the Aim Down Sights podcast on Game Pass Daily's YouTube channel. So we're there every Sunday. Well, my Sunday, everyone else's Saturday because of my time difference. But yeah. Honestly, I've lived, breathe, and will die Fable because it's one of my favorite gaming franchises ever. Yeah. Ash, sorry. Go.
No, that you pretty much did the outro. I don't have to do anything. It's great. So yeah, you can find me on the XPN Network channel, XPN Network on all your social medias, and you'll find my actual Twitter if you just look for it. It's not hard to find. So yeah, leave some comments down below though. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully not in any 365 days.
Yeah, hopefully after the developers direct. Yeah, at the beginning of next year.
The drop in a 300-hour deep full gameplay preview at Gamescom. That's what we're wishing for.
Yeah, we're not
getting that at all.
We're not getting anything for Fable at Gamescom.
No.
Developer direct at the beginning of next year. That is where they
crossed.
need to drop a little bit more on it, and then a little bit more throughout it, and then we get the release, and I'll just be happy. I'm so excited.
Yes, Fable bitches.
Yes, suck it.
Yeah, suck it, and we'll see you next time.